Hi friends, I did a video about 3 months ago how is 2023 is going to be for the USA, and I promise that I follow up uh, whatever predictions that I have made. So here is the video, original video, and then I did a follow up for January here for the next video. Now I want to do the follow up for the for the February. Uh, that in this video I said, on the original video I said clearly there will be transportation accidents like railway, shipping, fire, floods, like that. And we know the consider compared to earlier years, we have a lot more incidents of these. We know there are two rail accidents so far. One has seems to have a long-term effect, and also we know about six close calls on aviation, the like planes coming very close to each other situations, and also turbulence issue, and one person died also recently. Those kind of stuff. And we know the storms, snow, as well as tornado events are much more violent than earlier years. And also we know that we had gun violence also. So those things were actually much more than the earlier years, right? So let me follow up the February ones day by day. What I did was I said in this, as a green, I expected it to be a favorable day, and in this color I expected it to be an unfavorable day. I mean, I am measuring this by way of news because that's the only way that I could do. But it's not necessarily a good day means what sees in the news on that day. It's not necessarily that. What could be a good day for United States could be the government, could be the people, could be many ways, and we not necessarily hear that. So on this day, we had a good jobless claim numbers. On this day, there were continuing. I didn't mark this as a negative day, but there was a good news on that day but there was a rail accidents. So it was a positive and a negative day here. Rail accident in Ohio. That's the one that has a long-term effect here. And on this day that I said avoided a plane accident also. Two planes came close to each other, and that day avoided. And this was a rail. Even though rail accident happened here on this date, but the residents in the area could not return until even on this date. Here there was a new COVID variant found that they expect it to be having an effect later for USA. And now this is a military related event, but I didn't mark it as a good or bad day here. This is the day that the Chinese balloons were shot down. That meant to be, if I had that time, I could have seen something like that here. I would have marked here, but I couldn't. So actually that's what happened. Now I can see that on here. I can say it's a good day for the markets, clearly good day for the market. So this is a good news day as well as a gun violent day. So you can see some green as well as one here. So that is one. And then here still the rail accident continuing here, animals and fish dying in the area. That's what I said is a long-term effect from the accident. So it could be affecting humans in the long run. So that's another one. And in here, it's a Sunday. We know that president following day, these two were good days, and the President Biden went to Ukraine. I mean, for him to be in the Ukraine, he must have gone on this day. So preparation and all that would have happened and gone here. So these are related to long-term partners. So that is clearly 2 good days that the trip was successful. And President Putin cancels the last nuclear pact that was there with the US. So it's a negative day, but we don't have that. I didn't mark it like that. Here is a major storm day. lot of tornadoes as well as snow, and very high gust of 114 miles of wind, that kind of, this is a one major bad day. Also it continued over here also, and this was here also to some extent. So it's not just a one day event, but peak was here. Again on 27th, another plane crash was avoided. So that's a good thing. So on the 28th, the end of the month over here, and like that, if you see any value here, and if you see my predictions from my original videos, and if you see January, what I said is reasonable, you can consider subscribing. If you don't see value in here, then you don't have to worry. If you have questions, please write it down. I'll be happy to answer any question. These are all cycles. This is a 120-year cycle. So pretty much it is 120 years ago. Not necessarily 180, 2018, it could be 118, 122, or it could be 10 years here and there, could be there, but this is what is happening again. So that's basically cycles. That's how